One thing a lot of business owners struggle with is finding enough things to write about to stay consistent in their social media marketing. You want to show up on the platforms about the same number of times every week so that both your followers, your customers, clients, or potential customers can know when to expect to hear from you. And also there are technical reasons that the platform favors it if you're a little bit more consistent. So one option to creating all of your content yourself is to curate content from other places, share other people's content. And this is a good way to show that you are an expert in your field, that you're on top of what's new and what's important in your industry. And like I said, it gets you out of having to come up with something every single day or the same number of things every week. So one easy and free way to do that is to set up a Google News alert. So you go to google.com/alerts, and you decide what you want to create an alert about. So let's say you are a wellness or fitness coach and you encourage people to try yoga. So maybe you want to send them articles on what are the benefits of yoga. And in particular, if people don't do it, because yoga will be a very big category, how about yoga for beginners? Play around with what it comes up with. And you can see here, it'll give you a preview of here's what we would be sending you. Well, I can see some of these are not in the U.S. And if most of your clients are in the U.S., you come in here and narrow it down just a little bit. So in this case, we're going to go to the region and let's say just the U.S. And you see it comes up with a slightly different search. You can also pick how often you want things. I put it for once a week because I schedule my content. I don't need it every day. I don't want any more emails. Sources. The good thing is this isn't just news articles. It'll pull up things from blog, websites, videos, books. So you get a lot of different options, which I like. I leave it at automatic. You can change it to something else if all you want is news from a news site, for example. Language. Pick your language, region we just did. How many? I usually leave it as only the best results and see if that gives me enough information. You can also toggle into all results if you're not getting enough information. And maybe you can see if you go through here and decide, yeah, maybe I do want this many. But you can see there's quite a lot and maybe they're not quite what I want. So I usually leave it as best results, but you decide. And you can always come back in and change these in your alert. And then deliver it to yourself, whatever email address you want. And create the alert or update it if you've changed it. And it'll bring you back to your own alerts page. And you can see all the results from your new search. And so you go through this or the email when it comes to you every week or however often you chose to get it. And see what would make sense to be helpful for your audience that would show that you know what you're talking about, that the advice you're giving is good, that you're up to date on what's going on in the industry, whatever it is you're trying to communicate. And add that to your content calendar, and there you go. That's how you add Google News alerts to get some curated content so you don't have to create everything yourself. Now, I don't recommend relying on curated content. It's not nearly as effective as content that is personal and shows your personality. That's really how you're going to get clients to want to work with you. But it is a good way, like I said, you could show some expertise every now and then. I've been asked how often you could use curated content, maybe up to 20% of your posts, something like that. So I hope this has been helpful. Let me know if you have any questions and if you're going to start using curated content as part of your social media strategy.